Hi everyone, this is Shirley from Shirley's World. This is my 4 o'clock Sunday vlog, and on Sundays I do what's sold video. I'm a reseller and I sell on eBay, a little bit on Poshmark, a teensy bit on Mercari, but mostly all on eBay. This past week, I have been working on making categories in my eBay store. This is no small job when you have, I have almost 1,600 items in my store. So they were under huge categories, but I wanted to make subcategories. And it seems when I started to do that, when I started to do the subcategories, it put everything in the other category. There's a category called other. So it like moved me backwards. And so I've been working on that almost daily. I worked on it a long time last night. I didn't go to bed till late. And I never woke up this morning till 9:45. So I must have been really tired. That's the latest I've slept in years. I couldn't believe the clock when I looked at it when I woke up this morning. And Dexter had slept downstairs most of the night, so he wasn't even on the bed to wake me up. So the past 2 weeks, the first week in the first part of January, the first week, I had a few sales, but not a huge amount. But I didn't want to just put on, a few things. So I thought I'd wait 2 weeks again. That seems to work out better. So this is for the past 2 weeks what I've sold. And the good thing about the past couple weeks is I've had no 0 days. Knock on wood. And I haven't had any huge selling days, but what's been selling has been for okay prices. I haven't taken any real low ball offers. I did put something on sale that I sold it's quite low, but it wasn't anything. I'd like to get rid of some things. So some of the things I marked down, I would just like to, I'll be happy when they sell for almost anything. When I get an offer, unless it's a really low ball offer that's sort of almost, insulting, I usually think really good about taking an offer. So if you make an offer on anything in my closet that's a fair offer, I'll probably take it. And there's only a few things that I won't take offers on, and those I don't even think I have offers marked on those. So I'm still working on my inventory, and I now am starting on a bin of jeans. I've only done 3, looked up 3, and already I have 1 that wasn't listed at all. It's always the jeans. I don't know why that is, but somehow they get wiped off my inventory more than just the other things, more than like the women's tops or clothes or dresses or anything else. It's usually the jeans. Hi, Bumblebee. Yeah, I did a little better. Like I said, I didn't have any 0 days ever since January 1st. So I'm hoping that holds up. And I'm hoping it picks up because I haven't had any $100 days either, but at least I'm having sort of a steady flow of sales, even if it's just 2 or 3 things. I'm interspersing some non-clothing things from around here, and trying to finish off the box, that one box I got of non-clothing things, interspersing things in amongst the clothing. I don't know if that helps or what I'm doing with the closet. Not the closet, it's eBay stores. The eBay store. I don't know if that's sort of helping. It's all being active. So I think just being active, messing around with your inventory, changing keywords, and making sure you have the item specifics all filled in. When I can, I'll put a lot more pictures on. Sometimes that's not possible because I haven't saved pictures, and that would take up a lot of time unpackaging things unnecessarily, taking them upstairs and rephotographing. Because I've tried to do screenshots, and what happens is eBay doesn't accept the screenshots. They're either too small or too big. I don't know what's going on with that, but it takes. One I was fussing around with, I was trying to put more pictures on. It took up 15 or 20 minutes of the time, and I'm trying to do this quickly. I have a huge amount of inventory to go through, plus doing the store categories. But I am, the glitch that happened, I did talk to, I emailed Susanna Wells, and she told me a couple things to try. I tried that. It didn't seem to help, but then it just seems to have disappeared. So maybe it was just a glitch happening on eBay. I don't know. But I was able to start doing subcategories under men's things now too, and I did add some more subcategories in the women's clothing. So anyway, I'm going to start and show you. I pulled all the tabs, and I have my whole list of things here. There's 23 items. That's for 2 weeks, however. All eBay. So let me go through and show you what I did sell. Okay, the first thing that comes up here, I sold on the 29th of December. That's when these start. It was on a Monday. And this is an Ann Taylor Loft pair of jeans, size 28 -26. And they went to Spring Hill, Florida, and they sold for $19. I did take a best offer on those because the Ann Taylor Loft things don't sell very well for me, and especially jeans. So I did take that offer, and they went out, and they paid $7.65 is what I charged for the padded flat rate. Now all my jeans go in padded flat rates, and that's what I charge for them. So it's usually right around there that they pay. So those sold, like I said, on the 29th. The next thing is this Brooks Brothers men's large button-down long sleeve shirt in this green color. It is a check. You can't really see. There you can see a little check. And that's sold. I took a best offer of $20 on that also. That was on the 29th. I must have been taking $20 offers. And they paid $4.50 shipping. That went to Los Angeles, California. The next thing is another pair of jeans, Levi's. These are women's Levi jeans. And size 30, they were slimming, skinny jeans in a dark wash denim. And those went for the sale price of $26.38. They went in a padded flat rate for $7.65, and those went to Rawlingsford, New Hampshire. Half the week I had a 15% off sale, and halfway through the week, and then I think Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it switched to a 20% off sale. That's when I discovered that my things were not in the categories I had put them in the first place, because only a very few things were on sale, and it didn't make any sense. I had to really look into that. Okay, this is a soft surroundings women's medium, sort of a mini dress or tunic. Could be either. Had long sleeves, and it had this sheer, sort of a fringy looking bottom on it. And they were actually little pleats. This says that it was in bin WA, I think it said at the time. And when I went to look for it, after it sold, I went to pull it, and it was not in there. I mean, you know how that drives me crazy. So I looked in, I don't know how many bins. It was late at night. My back was killing me, and I was very disturbed. But then I thought to myself, this looks like something I might have hung up instead of put in a bag. So I went upstairs, and there it was, hanging on a hanger. And no place on the listing would I have known that. So it was hanging. I found it. I got it into the mail on time, and it went to somebody in Winter Haven, Florida, and it sold for $18, a best offer, and they paid shipping on that. So the next thing is this. This is a women's shirt. It's by Joe Fresh, and this little gingham. It's red and white. It's almost an orangey red though, and it had a button cuff, and that sold for $15, best offer, and went to Eugene, Oregon. The next thing is this little elephant. This was a 16-inch elephant, and it was called a Sensi Buddy, and his name was Ollie the elephant. And I think when they were new, they had little beads in their feet. They were like weighted, but the beads, I believe, see, it says Sensi there. I think when they were new, I think the beads probably had a scent to them, and they probably smelled really good. It had just a vague, pretty smell to it, but I'm sure when it was new, that's why it was called Sensi. But this was retired in 2010, this little elephant, and this elephant went for $22.99. I don't usually put best offers on my plush animals. It was free shipping. I had to pay $4 shipping, but I was really pleased that went for the price that it did, and it went to Windsor, Illinois. I got that price from looking up solds. I mean, I didn't just pull it out of the air. Then look here, a swimsuit. In the middle of winter, I sold a swimsuit. It sold for best offer of $18, and it was by Longitude, a one-piece size 12, and that went to Mobile, Alabama. American Eagle Outfitters. These were a pair of men's jeans, original boot, 32 by 30. They were softly worn, is how I put it. They were, definitely worn jeans. And those sold for $20 best offer. And they went to Jamesport, Missouri on the 2nd. I forgot to do the dates on this. Now we're into the January. Those went last Saturday on the 2nd. And this is a little t-shirt. When I was doing my inventory, I ran across this little t-shirt. It was just a t-shirt. It wasn't anything special. It could have been, it was by Divided, which is H&M, but very basic t-shirt in this maroon color. I mean, you could have gotten this anywhere, a t-shirt just like this. So I marked this way down to $7.99, or I had it at $9.99. It went on sale, the 20% off sale. So it was $7.99, and I don't know if I did free shipping on that or not. No, $4 shipping. So they ended up paying $11.99 for this little t-shirt. And look here, Bumblebee. Here's the Champ Key professional golf tees. There's 20 of them in that little bag. They were sealed, and they're like unbreakable, and they are biodegradable, which surprises me because they feel, well, I can only feel through the bag, but they feel like plastic, but they must be something else because they're biodegradable. And you can adjust them to have your ball standing at a height that's the same every time by those little notches there. It's supposed to make your drives more consistent. So those sold in 6 hours after I put them up. So I wish I would have had more of those. Because golfing season will come sooner or later. The golfers are always looking forward to spring. Here's this bracelet. This had been mine. This had been in my jewelry box for years and years and years, so it's definitely vintage. When I looked at the marking on it, it was by Otis Sterling. This was sterling silver with rhinestones. It was very sparkly. However, when you photograph something with your camera, you cannot get sparkle to show up. I don't know how you can get it to show how things sparkle, but it just doesn't. It just, So, but it did sell for, I have the wrong card here. I did take a best offer of $54 on it. It was free shipping. It went to Marion, Illinois, and that sold on the 3rd of January, which was last Sunday. So this little tennis bracelet, it had been laying in my jewelry box for years and years. Who knows? It could have even been in my store at the time I had a brick and mortar store. I don't even remember, but I was happy to sell it. And this was mine too. I love this little vintage. This is vintage, definitely. I had this before I moved into this house, so it's over 20 years old. This is vintage cast iron. It's not a true antique one. I'm sure it's a reproduction, but it's still vintage because I remember that I've had it over 20 years. It's iron, of course. It's very heavy. It's not that high. I don't have the measurements. I did have a tape measure. It's 4 inches high, and the base is 3.5 inches wide. So it's not real big, but it's big enough to hold a door open, that's for sure. The bottom did have some rust on it, which I showed. Of course, it's iron, and it's old. So this cute little mouse made a really cute doorstop, and this sold for $17.50, best offer. And this was very heavy to ship, so they paid $9.90 shipping, and it went to Stamford, Connecticut. And I sold this Talbot's V-neck sweater in this cable knit turquoise color. This was a really pretty sweater. I sent an offer to watchers out for $19.77, and somebody bought it right away the day I put that out. And I have to tell you the name of her road that she lives on. This person that bought it went to Melrose, Florida. And it went to somebody that lives on Bumpy Road. Bumpy Road in Florida. I thought that was pretty funny. It went for $19.77, like I said, offered a watcher. And they paid $4.50 in shipping. Here's something that I had to put it back on inventory because when I went through the box it was in, the bin it was in, it wasn't listed anywhere. So I put it back in my listing, and it sold within a day. This Under Armour, these little running shorts, they were just like out of sweatshirt material. They didn't have any underpant or anything. They were just these extra small little pair of shorts. Very soft by Under Armour. They just had the logo there on the front, and they had an elastic waist. And those sold for $12.74, which was the sale price. And they went to Gillette, Wyoming. That's on Tuesday. And then I finally sold this John Deere t-shirt. When I bought this, I thought this would sell right away. First of all, John Deere is a good brand to sell. And this one had a graphic on the front that said Tractor Princess, John Deere and Company. Now, I just thought that this would sell. And it sat, I've had this well over a year. Who knows? I don't have the date I bought it, but it's well over a year. And I did send out an offer to watcher for $16.77, and somebody bought it. So I'm happy that that went. It went to Newcastle, Texas. There's my Texas sale. And this little tie beanie baby. This is a Admiral the Penguin. It's just a little 6.5-inch one. And this girl asked me if she bought it right away, if she wanted to try to get it before Sunday, which is today. Well, I've been watching it, and it still hasn't gotten to her because it's now, I'm not sure where she lives, in someplace in Ohio, but it's only gotten to Columbus so far, the Columbus station. So it's close to her, but it doesn't say out for delivery. So she may get it tomorrow, or it may sit in there for a while. Who knows? Because the mail is just so screwed up right now. But if you're listening, it's close to you. It just hasn't got to you yet. And I'm really sorry because I think this was for somebody's birthday. It sold for $14.94 with free shipping. And then this is something I had. Somebody at the barn gave this to me because, I like these kind of books. This is the Southerner's Handbook, a guide to living the good life. And it was about living in the South, had all kinds of interesting things in it. There was something here. It said, I don't think I have it on here, however. But it was, oh, here it is. Because I was born in the South, I'm a Southerner. If I had been born in the North, the West, or the center of the plains, I would be just a human being. I thought that was pretty good. So this Southerner's Handbook sold in 2 days of me putting it on, and I had it on there for $10.19. Well, I had it on for $11.99. It was on sale, 15% off sale for $10.19. It goes media mail. All my books are free shipping because I can send them media mail. And so out of the $10.19, I had to pay $3.33. So I really didn't make much on it, but I didn't pay anything for this book at all. I mean, this was given to me, and I've had it for a long time and have read it, looked up things I wanted to look up. So I was glad to pass it on. Now here's a little halter top by Elodie. I had like didn't tie around the neck, but it sort of went like that around the neck. Let's see. And it was a crocheted lace. It was lined, but it was a crocheted lace. And it sold, it was a crop top. I'm not sure. I don't know if that number M means medium or what that means, but I put it on as a medium. And it sold for $18.77. I sent out that was an offer to watchers, and it went to Virginia Beach, Virginia. This is a Dunia tuck pleat top. This was interesting texture in this. These little, how this was made. It was, first of all, the whole thing is like tie-dye. And then it was this tuck pleated, it's called. And that sold for $22.99, which was the sale price. It went out to San Francisco, California for $22.99, and they paid $4.50 in shipping. That sold on Friday, this past Friday. I think that same day, this Pure Gel V-neck knit top went. This was an extra small, and it was a textured, sort of a slate blue textured knit. And that sold for $22.50. It went to Camden, Maine. So the opposite end of the country. Then I sold this lot of 3 camouflage cream concealers. I wanted so much to open this package and see if I could use this, but I didn't want to open the package. So I never did test it on my skin. It looks a little too dark for me. But this little package went global shipping. I don't know where it's going, but it's down in Kentucky right now at that where you send things. And I sent this out yesterday and went free shipping to there, but then they'll have to pay shipping to get it to wherever they are, but I don't know where that is yet. So that was a sort of a surprise. A surprise sale. Oh, tickle in my throat. Okay, this sold last evening. This is a pair of Cabela's Bermuda golf shorts. These were women's in a size 14, and they had a like a UPS. It was a fabric guarded you against the sun, so your butt didn't get sunburned, I guess. And we had a USP or P, no, not USP, UPF of 50. And this was a red plaid Cabela's pair of Bermuda shorts. size 14. And those sold for this sale price. These were one of the things that I put on 10% off. $35.09 they sold for. They went to Alpine, Utah. And this is sort of a cheat because I sold this today. I've sold other things today also, but I wanted to get this in here. I finally sold this Trina Turk shift dress. Okay, it had been, I think I had it up for $42.99. It went for the 20% off, so it sold for $34.39. And it went to Bellows Falls, Vermont. That sold early this morning. I accepted, or no, it wasn't an offer. This was a sale price. This came in early this morning, long before I woke up, because I woke up really late. But I wanted to get that in. But I do have some other things that have sold today that'll go on next week's or possibly the week after, just depending on how sales go. So that is the 2 weeks of sales that I did have. I will try to get back here now. So it wasn't too bad, but I wish that had been just for 1 week. Okay. It used to be back when sales were better, that used to be how much I would have for at least, 1 week or even more. I remember having things up to like 40 things in 1 week. But it hasn't been the case. So let me see. Now I see when I'm, except for the very first thing where I can see you, I can't see the chat while I'm showing you, while I'm sharing the screen, I can't see the chat. And that's why I'm not answering until now. So I have to go down here and read what you've said. Bumblebee says she just pulls the prices out of the air. Well, I have to admit, sometimes I do too. You sold that undercover yard sale. You sold that same doorstop mouse years ago. That's funny, yeah. My sister-in-law's husband still has family in Marion, Illinois. Iron stuff does well. I have a couple things back here from my, that's mine. They're more primitive decorating things that I'm going to put on. Let me put this up because it's a lot. It's probably actually good so many of your items fell off eBay as it gave you a lot of new listings during quarantine. Yes, that's true. I don't really mind finding them and redoing them because, right, they are just like I have new listings. And if I have a bunch of them like I did last week or the week before, I'll do like a little haul video because they're new. They're sort of new. New findings. The mail issues are so annoying. Yes, they sure are. I got a bill in the mail. It was late already when I got it. Yeah. And it's one that has to be mailed out, so it's going to be late. And I'm never late with my bills. Let's see. Even on sales, you're not making much. You're hopefully boosting your store's daily sales. Yeah. Yeah, I think that works for that too, for sure. D-Ledger. Hi, I don't think I've ever seen you here before. Just restarted eBay. Shipping seems fine. Good. Some of my shipping goes right through, like in 3-4 days. And some has been hanging on for 2 weeks and they haven't got it yet. So I don't know. You just never know when you're mailing something out. Hot pink is one of this year's trending Pantone colors. Okay. Hot pink. I'll have to look for some hot pink things. I haven't put them up high on the list. Stephanus, hi. How many items do you have in your store? I have just short of 1,600 items. 1,590 some items. Yeah, it's a lot when you have to go through your inventory. Yeah, most of my items are in these bins here and in another room. And then I have a whole room full of hanging racks of things that are hanging. Yeah, and shelves, of course, on things that aren't clothes. I have shelves in that room back there, like bookshelves where things are just setting in no particular order. So it's just a sort of helter-skelter when I go to look for things that I sort of remember where things are on the shelves, though. That's strange, but I do. Yeah. So I think I've caught up on my chat things here. Yeah, I feel good that I'm getting my store to have categories like you suggested, Bumblebee. When you go on in there, you'll see that they're not all filled in yet, and you'll see how many things are in other, marked other. That's because when I put the category list in there, even it didn't have anything on it. Everything went to other. I don't know if that was a part of the glitch. I don't know what happened, but now I have to be pulling everything out of the other category and putting them where they're supposed to be. Let me see here. The post office is recovering, but swamped because people are sending all the usual Christmas crazy stuff in addition and can't get gifts plus all the things that you would usually buy at the store. Right. Yeah, I know. They've been just inundated at the post office. When I see pictures of the post offices, there's two big centers, one down in Cleveland and one in Akron. Those huge centers where things come to and then they send them out from there. How the semis are waiting to get in there and they're waiting to, it's just, I don't know how they're ever going to get things sorted out. To me, after I look at that, it seems like a miracle when I get an envelope, a regular envelope, a small envelope, that it hasn't just gotten lost in all that jumble. So I wouldn't want to be working in the post office right now. Yeah. I'm still staying home. I think I told you on Thursday that I did have to go out to Target and pick up a prescription, but I was in and out in minutes and it wasn't crowded. I wasn't by anybody. So they did sort of give a date when my age group can start getting the vaccine, and it's sometime after the 25th of January. So hopefully that doesn't get pushed back. Although I don't know how they're going to prevent from having huge lines that you have to stand in. Plus all the mail-in ballots. Yeah, that was, yeah. Well, that should be done now. Yeah, it all came at once, didn't it? Yeah. So I'm trying to keep myself busy in here because when I go out by the TV, I automatically turn on the news, and it's, of course, very disturbing right now. It's scary, sad, disturbing. So it's better I stay in here. But I can only sit in this chair for so long. So, yeah. Oh, this was a beautiful sunny day today. So my chickens got to go out in the big yard for half the day. I just brought them to their regular place before I did this. And I did give Dexter half his dinner, even though he ate late this morning because I was so late getting up. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I'm sure I woke up and just turned over and fell back asleep really sound. But I guess I needed it. I don't have to get up any specific time. I don't know if I told you or not, I canceled my dental appointment, my oral surgeon appointment, because I just don't want to go out right now, especially to the dentist, where you have very close contact. And then after that, I have to get, when I get my denture, I have to go back to my regular dentist like days in a row, like the next day and then the next day and then the next day until they get fitted right. And I don't think this is the time to do that. So I'm holding off as long as I can. My next appointment, I did set another appointment because it's so hard to get into the oral surgeon. And it's not till March 19th, I think. So hopefully, maybe I'll have a vaccine in me by then. I should, if things go well with them giving out the vaccines. I was telling my daughter, if I was younger and not so afraid of going out, I could probably volunteer to give injections. I mean, it would be nothing for me to give these. But I'm sure they would give you the whole get-up if you wanted it, all the gear to wear to do it. But I don't know. It would be a way to make probably a good amount of money to do that. But I'm not, so. Let's see. Does 1589 items take up a lot of space? Oh, the amount of items I have? I have about 50 of these bins. I don't know if you can see this size of bin here? I have at least 50 of those filled. Okay, they're stacked 4 high on shelves in this room and back in that room. One whole wall is stacked 4 high of them. I also have, forgot about the shoes. I have 2 racks, 2 6-foot racks of shoes that are 4 foot wide. And then, like I said, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just bought another one that'll be 6 hanging racks that are about 4 feet wide. That, you hang things on hangers. So that's if I put everything in one room, it would probably take up 2 rooms, 2 full rooms. But this room is also taken up with these tables that I do the shipping on, and where my, my printer sets and my computer's over here on this table. So yeah, it takes quite a bit of space. I would say it takes up, I would say 3 rooms in my house is dedicated, at least 3 rooms dedicated to eBay. Because it's spread out now into the 4th room where I have all my shipping supplies. I forgot about those. I have racks of shipping supplies out in the room that used to be my parlor. I had all the furniture removed from there. I have a desk out there. I have my big light box that I take pictures in out there. My regular photo studio is upstairs in one of the rooms where the hanging clothes are. So maybe 4 rooms of my house. 4 rooms taken up by eBay. Yeah, it does take a lot. That's why people that keep building their inventory finally either build a shed in the back, or they buy a storage unit, which would be really a pain. I want to have everything. I don't want to get any bigger. I want to have everything here where if I sell something, I can pull it. I don't want to have to go to another location to find it. That would make it so much more work. The media wants you to be disturbed. I can't even watch. That's if you believe in fake news. I don't believe in fake news. More of your home to give you a tax. Yes, I do claim that. I do claim that. And I claim part of my phone and internet and part of my whatever else you can claim, those things. I always claim parts, whatever part I'm allowed to claim. The only thing I'm not going to have this year, I'm not going to have any mileage. I mean, I haven't gone any place really to speak of since March, April. I mean, enough to make a difference because I use Mile IQ, and every month I'll look through and there's nothing that's reselling connected. So I'm not going to have hardly anything to claim on the Mile IQ. And that was a nice write-off too. At least it was something. Of course, I'm not making. It'll probably all even out because I'm not making near what I made the last few years this year. I have to tell you, being in the house I don't mind most of the time being here by myself. But what I have been doing is buying a lot more things online for me. That's not good either. I got a nice size Amazon card, one of my Christmas presents, and there's only $5 left on it. It was $100 one. And unfortunately, some of what I bought was from, I don't know, do you get the advertisements all the time from cosmetics, the Thrive Cosmetics? Now, I bought their mascara a long time ago, and I like it. I like their mascara a lot. And I even bought a second and a third one when I needed one. But then I thought, well, I'm going to try some other things of theirs. So I tried some eyeshadow. It was not the right color. I tried another eyeshadow that came today. I don't know. It seems to be, it's okay, but it's doesn't look like it does when the girls that they have putting it on puts it on. And then I bought some BB cream. Do you know what BB cream is? It's sort of like sort of like it blurs. It's like a blurring cream. You put it on and it sort of blurs, and it says it's buildable blur. So it's supposed to like cover your imperfections as much as you want them covered. You can put it on once or put it on twice or whatever. I thought that sounded like a really good idea. So I bought a tube, and their things aren't inexpensive, okay? In the last couple of weeks, I've spent over $60 on these things. So it came, I put it, now I'm used to not wearing anything but the Boom Cosmetics. Do you know what they are? They're in the Boom Sticks. And there's 3 Boom Sticks. One's a, like, it's made of, I think they're made of olive oil and honey, coconut, not coconut, wax, beeswax. Very good for your skin, these are. So one is a conditioner in a stick form, and one's sort of a highlighter, and one's the blush. Now I've rebought the blush probably 6 times. That's what I use most of. That's all I put on, because you can use it as a lipstick, you can use it in your blush, you can even use it as an eyeshadow, because if you look, they're wearing a lot of pink eyeshadow now. I never understood that, because to me, if you put pink up over your eyes, it makes your eyes looking like they're like you have pink eye, not pink eye, but like they're inflamed, or So I don't do that very often, but I do use the blush, and that's hardly any makeup. So when I put this blurrable stuff on my face, it was, first of all, it was greasy looking. Second of all, it went in all my creases and made them look all the worse. And it felt awful. I'm sure it's for me not being used to having any makeup, that type of makeup on. So I had it on for maybe 3 minutes, and I went in and washed my face. I washed everything off. I couldn't stand it. Now, $60 down the drain. Now, the one eyeshadow I may use, but the rest, I don't know. I need to stay off Amazon. Well, that wasn't Amazon. That was their own brand thing. Now, Amazon, I have a delivery out on my porch. I forgot to get before I came in here. Amazon is the only thing, the only way to buy something and get it like quick. Because I have Prime, and unless they're out of stock, you still get things in a day or 2. So pretty much that's what I'm buying through, is Amazon. And they're usually things that I'm reordering that I buy all the time, especially now being in the house where I can buy groceries online, but there's some things, that you would buy at Walmart or whatever that you don't buy with your groceries. So I just buy it through Amazon. You pay more. I'm paying more. But I don't have to go out. Yeah, so that was my vlog for today, my what sold vlog. So I am happy I have at least 2 or 3 more things that I've sold today. One I've pulled already. It's a big sweater, plus size sweater. And I forget what else I sold. But more stuff. So hopefully I will just keep doing what I'm doing, and maybe whatever I'm doing is maybe increasing my sales. So I'm going to say bye for now. So it's been about an hour, and I will be back on Wednesday or Thursday. I don't know, depends. So just take a peek, Wednesday or Thursday. I think if I did my Wednesday videos early, maybe my sister, it would be okay with my sister, or maybe she doesn't care. She's not here today. So maybe she wouldn't care one way or the other, whether she watches it afterwards or she's here. But I sort of like her to be on with me. So I'm going to close for now and continue what I'm doing. Feed my dog the rest of his food. I already ate a big lunch, so I don't have to eat unless I eat something a little later tonight. So I will say bye for now. Thank you for joining me. And I will be back on Wednesday or Thursday. You'll just have to peek and see. Bye.